7-yard line. That's a great call. Two-play fake. Plummer will put it up, throws over the middle. Poole, touchdown. Red flag.
3rd down and 5. Levis swings it to Scadaboo. Scadaboo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another touchdown. Scadaboo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure. Shut this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. Today. This one the other way. It's still going back. Got the drag. Locks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it.
Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.
Takes his shot for Derby. Flag out. Doesn't matter. Touchdown.
No, they got a good value. I mean, he's a kid that could do it all. He's a playmaker. He's productive. The funny thing I remember, Shimon, I told Shimon, I said, hey, the biggest compliment another position coach can tell if you is your ball player. And I remember it was Camp T, his first year, and the O-line was sitting in the room, and the tight ends had just broken their meeting, and we broke in our meeting. And then I was sitting there talking to some of the younger guys. Hey, coach, can you kind of go through some of these plays? I had no idea this whole time. And I was with a young man for about 15, 20 minutes. Shimon was behind me the entire time. And he was just listening, taking notes. And I said, what are you doing here? And he was like, any chance I can get to get better, I'm going to do it. And he'll peek his head in there and be like, well, you got anything for me, coach? And and I said, man, you're being coached by one of the best. I said, you're fine. But he goes, hey, let's watch this inside run period or this blocking period. And he had a question like, hey, how do I defeat this, or how can I do better at this? And so that's when I knew. I said, the young man, it wasn't he wasn't just about one thing. He was about ball. And I just said, man, you're becoming a ball player. And he's a outstanding young man, and like I said, they got to steal. So
yeah, I was gonna say, damn, Pittsburgh gets another value damn pick, coach. Man, that's crazy. But no. Yes, welcome on into Friday's edition of Pitchfork Lunch. I am Michael Carasino at Diablo005_ on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. You know it, you love it. It is awesome. Check it out. Check out the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, like I said, 12 to 1. You can also, I don't know if I've ever told you this, Pitchfork Lunchers. You can also go to my wonderful world of IG. I know, at Michael.Carasanudo. .5. Yes, pretty easy. Dot between first and last name, .5 at the end. Bam, there you go on IG. And last but not least, you guys know at the YouTube channel, go to YouTube. Yeah, you can go there and you can, of course, as you know, watch live and obviously check it out on YouTube. But the reason you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel, as I have told a few of you, maybe once or twice, is you have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews. That was an example right there on the way into the show. So yes, you can. Coach Tuitele, again, very, very kind in joining us yesterday. And again, oh man, just love catching up with him. But that little bit right there is about, yes, tight end who's coached by Jason Mons. Coach Mons obviously doing a hell of a job. Know what he did obviously at the prep level here. And then on top of that, comes to ASU. You know, he's a head coach, but tight ends coach, and his dad had coached there. It's just, again, full circle, family. Heard Coach Tuitele talk about in the beginning yesterday about his son graduating, Coach Dillingham giving him space. Because Coach Dillingham says, look, you know, you talked about it when his son had T-ball. And he goes, yes, obviously, I want to be here. I was talking about I think pass run, but for, you know, obviously the kids run. He's like, Ken has a T-ball game. He's like, I can't preach family if we're not, you know, going to take things. Now, yes, I mean, you know, working things. So yeah, Coach, you know, Tuitele they got to celebrate his eldest son graduating high school, headed to the Barrett Honors College. Again, forks up to that. But yeah, again, him there, right there, talking about Shimon Monteir. And that's why you subscribe to YouTube, because like I said, I will say it again, like I said before, you have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews. And yes, that's what we call them, con reviews, because that's what they are, conversations and, you know, going through stuff. So yes, that in and of itself, absolutely awesome, my friends. And it was, again, great catching up with him. Again, looking forward to the camps and the season. And, you know, as it gets closer, we'll talk about what he's got coming back and coming in. Because, again, recruiting-wise, you know, like that's why I was teasing him yesterday. I said, everybody else in the world can talk about it, but not you. So, anyway, go to YouTube, though. I digress. Watch live, but you need to subscribe, because when I say you've missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews, that includes season 1. So you binge watch season 1, keep watching season 3 here. Binge watch season 2, yes, keep watching season 3. And then you'll be all caught up. Season 4 starts, and again, when we have these return guests on, you'll get it. You will see. You will see how awesome it is, and we'll go from there. But that's what I'm telling you. Like, you'll be all caught up. And again, coming in, like I said, as we finish up spring, I mean, softball, yes, finish up. Track and field still going. Yes, I'll give you updates on that. Men's golf too. Getting started up with men's golf, the championships getting started up too. And baseball, as we know, we're going to hit a lot of it. We're going to get to it right away. But yes, baseball, Lincoln Regional, Ole Miss tonight on ESPNU, like I told you. So let's rock this, man. And we'll dive into it. We'll dive into the matchup a little bit more as they do take on Ole Miss. And man, man, oh man, it is, again, like I said, absolutely awesome. Yes, they've played some SEC teams. Ole Miss, I think a little bit under 500 in conference play, if I recall right, or right at 500. But yes, so we'll get all into that. Track and field, like I said, shout out to. So yeah, but YouTube, you see my name, Michael Carrasvenuto. My page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube. And like I said, guys, subscribe. Forks up to the new subscribers. Greatly appreciate it. again, send comments, get them in, try and address them, get back to, and if there's something I'm not thinking of, again, let me know, because I am all for it. And yeah, I just want to show you this just for fun. Just put it up. Yeah, that's how we feel here on Pitchfork Lunch. So, yes, at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, Season Champ 005 on YouTube, and search for it in all caps, because some people, if they did it in lowercase letters, which it shouldn't matter. I know I put it in all caps, but still, I know it shouldn't matter allegedly with technology, certain things, but I guess it does. So, nonetheless, yeah, that's that. But yeah, let's get to it, man. Actually, take a quick break, reset. But again, baseball, we are going to dive into that matchup with Ole Miss, and then track and field updates, men's golf updates. It is all here. Don't go far. Again, quick break, and we'll be right back talking Sun Devil baseball in regionals in Lincoln. Looking to again get back to a place. Get back to a place that they called, it was home for a very long time, the College World Series. And Sun Devil baseball fans, and if you're from that school down south, yeah, it was home for us. So that being said, quick break, baseball, when we get back on the other side.
Home run was 349 feet, 111 off the bat, 20-degree angle.
349. Yes, welcome back into Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, I am Michael Caratino at Diablo005 underscore on X. Our one on Twitter, Michael.Caratino.5 on the good old IG. And of course, you can see it all live there and on the YouTube channel at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube and subscribe away. Come back, like I said, talking baseball. See what that was from the season and the Big 12 tournament too. But you saw the 28th home run there, last but not least, definitely by Landon Harrison, who is up for National Player of the Year, which, again, fielding-wise, everything he did to get his batting average to 400 quickly and to be in the high fours and to stay over 400, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. He's had 28 home runs. Absolutely rocking it. So, yes, but they are taking on, as we know, yes, you guys do know, they are taking on Ole Miss in the Big 12, in the Lincoln Regional. They're in regionals. Yeah, they're done with tournament play, as you guys all know. Yeah, I mean, you look at SEC standings, and Ole Miss finished below Mississippi State, which I know makes them by one game. But, yeah, they were 15-15 in conference play. 36, like I said, and 21 overall. 27-7 at home, 7-10 on the road, 2-4 in neutral sites. 14-17 against top 25 teams for Ole Miss. And I mean, you look at Sam, like I said, they finished 9th, but you had Georgia up top at 23-7, and then Texas 3.5 games back at 19-10, and then A&M was at 18-11. Alabama finished 4th at 18-12. Florida 5th at 18-12. I'm guessing Alabama got the tiebreaker there somewhere. Auburn finished 6th at 17-13. Arkansas was 7th, also 17-13. Then you had Mississippi State at 16-14, and then Ole Miss, like I said, and Tennessee at 15-15. Oklahoma, well, this year 14-18 in conference, but 32-21 overall. Vanderbilt 14-18 in conference, 33-25 overall. Kentucky 13-17. You had LSU at 9-21, and then South Carolina at 7-23, and Mizzou at 6-24. To win 6 conference games. So, but we're focusing on Ole Miss, like I said. I told you guys that. And when you look at, like I said, I talked about more so their pitching yesterday and hitting. Like I said, they hit 100 home runs, gave up 75. They have 2 guys with 20. Judd Utermark, who, again, of course, you're going to be careful in pitch just because he also has the highest batting average in the team at 318. And then Tristan Becerra has a 20 home runs too. And they played Becerra and Utermark started and played in all of Ole Miss's 57 games, both of them. Actually, they had a few. Yeah, let's see. So there was Utermark, Will Furness, Becerra, Dom Decker, Yeah, that was all those four started and played in all 57 games for the Rebels. But yeah, and I mean, his OPS too. Udemark is at 1.071. Becetta's at 1.013. I mean, look, and like I said, a team batting average, not the greatest. I mean, a 266. Now, when we compare this, obviously, to the Sun Devils, as you guys know, I want to get into that because look, up and down this lineup, I know Coach Bloomquist, the one thing he's talked about, and we've heard it on the show, we've heard in his post-game comments, but in just talking to him too, is almost like that the designated hitter. Designated player called the DH spot has kind of been a rotating, it's been a swinging door, trying to find the right, the most consistent bat for that. And yeah, again, I mean, but guys have done well. Again, I'm not saying that that's the one position that hasn't hit, because guys, like I said, their batting average, and then you look, you do some when you look at the Sun Devils, when you look at the Sun Devils, I mean, Harrison right now is at 413. But finished the regular season at 421. His OPS is still 1.415. New Contratus, 373. His OPS, 1.173. Dominic Smaldino, 332. His OPS at 1.015. Dean Toigo, 319. His OPS at 1.065. I mean, Matt Polk, a young man, his OPS is at 1,000. When you look at when you look at that, it's Matt Polk, who's come on, and Coach Bloomquist again talked about him. There's more and more, like, he's earned it. He's put that work in. Maybe had to wait a little longer to get in every day than, of course, he would like to, but you love seeing that fire, competing for it, the depth. His OPS is at 1,000. He's batting 363. I mean, he's appeared in 34 of the Devils' 56 games, and he started 26 of those 34. Again, doesn't have enough plate appearances, but he is batting 363. I mean, you look at his you look at his overall offensive production for Matt Polk. I mean, so in 102 at bats, he has 37 hits. He is driven in 22, scored 25. He's got 7 doubles, 1 triple. He's hit 4 dingers. In this time, and I mean, you see that batting average. I mean, but yeah, of guys that have qualified. I mean, Brody Briggs is 254, Garrett Michelle 281, PJ Mount Zaridis at 290. But then you have, again, Austin Rowling 310, Dean Toigo, like I said, 319, Smaldino at 332, Contradas at 373, Harrison at 413. So their team batting average is at 320. Like I said, well, Ole Miss is 54 points lower at 266. Now, yes, you look at that and saying, okay, but pitching wise, well, the Devils have the pitching horses to, keep the ball in the park, as we all know, to definitely keep the ball in the ballpark. But for, like I said, for ASU, I mean, that's insane. You look at the home runs, 28, like I said, from Harrison. Then you have both Contreras and Toigo have hit 17. And then Smaldino has been on a, like, again, second half of the season tear. Again, consistent hitting all year. You're not going to get to 332 without it, right? As you guys, to overstate the obvious. Smaldino has 16 home runs. And then, let's see. Dominic Longo has 6 home runs. Nikolai has 5. And then both, like I said, Polk and Mountzeridis have 4. And then Garrett Michelle has 3. Austin Rolig and Brody Briggs have 2. And then Kai McGarry hit 1 earlier in the season. And then Beckett Zavorik. I didn't mention him. Beckett Zavorik has 3 home runs as well. Sorry, Beckett. Apologies. He has 3 home runs. And then, McGarry has 1. Oh, no, that's triples. I'm sorry. Ay. Well, Kai McGarry has a triple and a home run. So, yes, he has 1 home run. Beckett Zavorik, I was right, has 3. I didn't mention that. But, 108 home runs. So, again, 8 more home runs. And they've given up 72. So, but what somebody like Contreras means to this lineup, guys, you've heard Coach talk about it, mentioned it. You've heard it. But it's one of those things where, and that first hit that I showed you, that actually was new Contreras that hit that off the wall and hit it off the wall, top of the wall there, bounced off, scored Dean Toigo, it looked like there, or scored somebody. But I mean, it's this pitching, and Cole Carlone, if he's good to go, which I'm thinking he might be. But I mean, pitching. Carlone, again, 15 appearances, 15 games started, 5-2 overall. He has pitched 77 innings. 63 hits, 31 runs, 30 were earned, 124 Ks, kids, to just 29 walks, 8 doubles, 1 triple. Yes has given up 12 home runs. Both him and Cole Klecker have given up 12, and Klecker's had a hell of a season too. What is it? Yeah. So Carlone, 15 games started, 15 appearances, 15 games started, 5-2, with a 3.51 ERA, loving that. Klecker, again, he's in 13 appearances. He started 12 games, but he's 6-2, the 5.16 ERA. He's pitched 61 innings, giving up same amount of hits as Carlone, 63 hits, 38 runs, 35 of those were earned, 65 Ks to 22 base on balls, walks. So, I mean, you look at that, but then you see a guy, like Taylor Penn, and then, Colin Linder, Sean Fitzpatrick, obviously in the bullpen. I mean, Derek Schieffer on the back end. We've seen Easton Barrett, what he can do. Alex Overbay, Eli Buxton in spots. And, man, it's just they get locked in. Josh Butler, Austin Musso, I mean, freshman there. And he's, he had, 11 appearances, did Musso. And, I mean, he was 0-1. But I mean, as a and not an excuse, but as a freshman, it's trial by fire, because in high school you're going to meet some really good hitters, and they're going to maybe catch up with your stuff, foul you off, make you work a little bit harder. But overall, it is a step up. So you look at what Austin Musso did, in, like I said, 11 appearances. He's 0-1. He started 3 games, but he's pitched 17 and 3rd innings, giving up 24 hits, 18 runs, 16 earned, 20 Ks though, to just 8 walks. So, I mean, hell, plus 12 there. You're over a 2-to-1 ratio, and you're almost at a 3-to-1 rate. Well, close to a 3-to-1 ratio. 1 double, 2 triples. Did give up 8 home runs. His opponent's batting average of 320. But yeah, I mean, he, in shorter spot, maybe not starting, and like I said, I mentioned Finn Edwards, who's got a freaking 2.04 ERA. Easton Barrett's got a 1.99 ERA. Fitzpatrick's got a 1.04 ERA. I mean, Josh Butler. Oh no, that's their whip. Sorry. Fitzpatrick's got a 2.96 ERA. Oh, Musso, yeah, sorry, had an 8.31 ERA. Taylor Penn had a 3.22 ERA, and Fitzpatrick had a 2.96. So, I mean, again, you got guys mixed in, and you see the ERA, but like in spots, like I said, Butler has been good. Alex Overbay, Eli Buxton, Brady Lauk, Nick Anello. I mean, they have the arms in the bullpen to, and I've said this, I mean, Coach, but just to match up against certain lineups. And yeah, sometimes hitters are going to get the best of you. Get it. But not this. I mean, this pitching staff has absolutely crushed it, my friends. Absolutely crushed it. So, but they do take on, as you know, Mississippi State tonight. They do take on Mississippi State tonight as at 6 p.m., 9 Eastern, 6 o'clock here on I said ESPNU. Apologies. ESPN2 at 6 p.m. And then Nebraska is getting set to, in about 7 minutes, we'll have, when we wrap up here, they'll have first pitch against South Dakota State. So Nebraska taking on South Dakota State. That's on ESPN Plus. And then, like I said, 9 Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific on the Deuce. Arizona State, Ole Miss, looking for the Devils to get that first win. So in regionals and to keep it rolling, my friends. Yeah. Well, UCLA, I know they're, in the Big Ten, but they've started their regional there in the bottom of the 3rd, taking on St. Mary's. No score, just so you guys know. I want to say, let's see. In Lawrence, another Big 12 team, Kansas. They are up in the top of the 9th. They are up 6-3 over Northeastern. So, yeah, Northeastern trying to see if they can tie it up. But, top of the 9th. And the Jayhawks lead 6-3. And then Missouri State will be taking on Arkansas at 6 Eastern, 3 o'clock on ESPN. That's on ESPNU. So, yeah. But, yeah, Kansas Big 12 team, they're up 6-3 right now in the Lawrence regional. Let's see if we got any other. Oh, well, let's see. I think Alabama's. Oh, no. So the bottom of the 5th right now, USC Upstate is up 6-4 on Oklahoma State, the Big 12 team. So they played first, and then, yes, Alabama will play Alabama State at 4 o'clock on ESPN Plus. But Oklahoma State trailing right now 6-4, Kansas leading. As I told you, and I don't think, West Virginia, Morgantown hasn't started yet. And just for old school Pac-12 feels, Washington State, well, They're both that. But Oregon State's up 1-0 on Washington State in the top of the fourth, and then Oregon takes on Yale in the Eugene bracket at 5 o'clock on ESPN Plus. So, Washington State, Oregon State going at it. Cincinnati will play. Let's see. Starkville, Mississippi State is up 4-0 on Lipscomb in the bottom of the seventh. Cincinnati will be playing the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. So that's coming up at 4. But the Devils, like I said, coming up 6 o'clock local time, ESPN2. See if Carlone's on the mound. I think he is, but we got to get to golf. Let's see. Yep, the men's stroke play. Well, the Devils have not teed off yet. They are they're at even par, but UCLA right now and USD are up top at 8 under. And again, for USD at La Costa, not really too far there, but you look at UCLA and man, 8 under. $19 birdies, 6 bogeys, 3 double bogeys. But they are, you have Baylor Larrabee that's 4 under, Alex Papayanu, who is 3 under, and then Josh Kim is 2 under. So yes, but they've teed off here in round 1, and they are pretty much they are 15th rated. So yeah, I can tell you who's wrapped up. Let's see. So Baylor Larrabee's got 2 holes left. Josh Kim has 3 holes left, and then Tyler Laurie has 1 hole left. So yeah, they're on 15. Yeah, they're through 15. But yeah, so they started on the back 9. But Kim's got 7, 8, and 9 left, and Larrabee has 8 and 9 left, and then Laurie is actually on 9, finishing up now. So that's what they have. The Devils, though, more importantly, sorry, I know, they tee off at 107. So they tee off in about 8 minutes. Along with that school down south. They both tee off at 107 p.m. So they're just about to tee off. But yeah, Boston Bracken, Michael Matchseth, as you know, Pongsapak, Lau Pakdi, and Bowen Mouse, and Connor Williams. So they are looking to, again, improve from it was a tough Big 12 tournament. Nonetheless, though, they got in, and that's that. So for stroke play, we'll see what they can do. But again, huge updates Monday. You can follow us all weekend. I know the Golf Channel will have action of this. So, again, don't be bashful. Check it out there. But, yeah, for Bracken, Matchdeath, Laupakdi, Moss, and Williams. Let's go, kids. Forks up. Let's go, boys. I mean, it's a 7,500 yard course, par 72. So, I mean, let's see. I mean, the longest, this hole 2 is listed at a par 5, 622 yard hole. 6 is a par 5, 571. 10 is a par 5, 596. And 18, par 5, 605 to cap it off. So, yeah. Don't know if we'll, like in the Big 12 tournament, if we'll see all those any Eagles. But nonetheless, we'll see what happens here, or like we saw in the women's tournament. But in the men's Big 12, the Eagles. But either way, yeah, long course. La Costa, again, absolutely beautiful. Omni La Costa Resort in Carlsbad. Yeah, so we'll see what they can do. They're about to tee off. And then track and field, guys, definitely got to give you guys this last update before we get out of here, because track and field, my friends, as you know, is in the Western yeah, so Jaden Davis and Dayton Carlson, who've already are headed to so Jaden Davis, Dayton Carlson, Jaden Patterson, and Malith Yasira, Yasiru. Sorry, Malith Yasiru. And both the men's 4x100 and 4x400 meter relay teams can punch their tickets to the NCAA National Championships by placing within the top 12 of their respective events. Yeah, Jaden Davis just looked again, just stronger and stronger in the I mean, running his 400, how he's running it, his times, crazy. And then yesterday in Fayetteville, on the women's side, they had the long jump first round at 4:30. And I'll get you all the results on Monday, believe me, because Johnson, Kudoro, Brown, and Bowlers, again, 200 meter, 800 meter for Brown, 400 meter for Kudoro. Yeah, so absolutely money. But I say that because, the men, like I said right there, can qualify for the national championships, which are in Eugene, as we know, up there, which is beautiful. It's in Eugene. So, man, forks up. Let's go get them. I mean, men's golf, let's go. You're teeing off afternoon, beautiful in San Diego. Hopefully not too much wind. But, again, I know Coach Thurman, and, yeah, it hasn't been maybe the crazy dominant seasons we're spoiled with here in Sun Devil Nation, as the men's team has done for us. But I will say they absolutely, you put it together for 4 rounds, and then you get the stroke play, which, again, I don't agree should have to. I think the team that wins, or you get to match play. Sorry, they're in stroke play. You get to match play, and I'm sorry, the team that wins overall should have a first round bye in stroke play. I'm sorry. Like, it's not everybody gets a trophy. Not the first two, not the first three. Team that wins stroke play, 4 days. I mean, look, UCLA's off to a great start, 8 under. USD 7 under. Auburn 5 under, as is Duke. Texas is 3 under, and Arkansas is 3 under of the teams that have. And let's see, who's anybody? Well, no, but there's some that are over that are. I mean, wow. Like Florida State, 19 over the first day. They're done. Texas A&M, 11 over. USC, 9 over. Mississippi State, well, they're 8 over, but they have players on 16 through 18, so they're there. BYU, also 8 over, and they're done for today. Arkansas State, 7 over, but they still got players out, so that are on 16, 17, and 18. So they're 7 on over. Purdue, same thing, 16 through 18. They're 6 over. Tennessee's done for the day. They're 4 over. Georgia was 4 over. Louisville's 4 over, but they're still on the course, 16 through 18. Memphis is 4 over, but they're through 13 through 15, so they got a little bit to drop their score. Florida is 3 over, but they're just getting started. They're on holes 1 through 4. Chattanooga is 1 over. They're 13 through 15, so a little bit left, but wrapping up. And then Oklahoma State, Big 12 foe, they're 1 over, and they're through. Some players haven't started, but others are through 3. And then Virginia is even through 3 right now. So, yeah, I mean, that's where they're that is where they're at. And then, yeah, ASU tees off. So we got Oklahoma teeing off in the next hour. North Carolina just teed off, as did LSU and Ole Miss. And then Vanderbilt, the Forks up, the Devils at school down south, all at 107. And then Stanford at 140 and Pepperdine at 140. So, Stanford, Pepperdine, Oklahoma, all at 140, teeing off. So let's see how it goes. But, Forks up, man. Coach Sherman, forks up to the boys. Baseball, let's go. Coach Bloomquist, again, he has completely delivered, guys. And the culture, the attitude, the grit, accountability, which we talk about, but just the family, the belief, the togetherness. Forks up, man. Again, you can say that about a lot in the ASU athletic department when it comes to these teams. But nonetheless, hey, have a phenomenal weekend. I will see you Monday. We'll be talking about a positive vibes. We'll be talking about an ASU regional victory as they head to super regionals. We'll be talking about men's and women's track headed to the NCAAs because they qualified because they're complete badasses. We'll be talking about men's golf headed to match play. That's right. And, we'll be talking about all that. And maybe a little bit of camps and a little bit of recruiting too. But we got to get all that awesomeness in first. So like I said, baseball, golf, track, men's golf, track and field. Let's crush it, kids. Let's crush it. It is awesome. But that is going to do it for Friday's edition. Again, so stoked. Forks up to you guys for checking it out. I'm going to get out of here. But yes, thanks for rating back-to-back Big 12 champs women's volleyball, who reminded me to always make sure I remind everybody here on Pitchfork Lunch's Phenomenal Sun Devil Soul. It is hashtag our state. School down south. That is for you to remember. That's right. That is for you to remember. And you're going to learn it on the golf course here at Nationals too. That's great. You got to co-host a regional. That's great. You got to host one. Cool. Ish in Marana there. Got it, man. Hey. But you'll learn in the national tournament. It's still hashtag our state. School down south, that's for you. Everybody have a phenomenal, safe weekend. I will see you, like I said, Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. And you guys know it. Go Devils. And as always, forks up.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
27-yard line. That's a great call. Blake Baker, Plummer will put it up, throws over the middle.
to Scatterboom. Scatterboom breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Scatterboom is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
Of this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon comes in. Welcome to 2025. Today. Just one the other way. No going back. Got the drag. Walks up and down. Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt three right on the money.